What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Iconic Show. It's your host, Inam Khan. Oh my God, what is going on with the stock market? I am done now. I'll be the first to admit that after a nice start to 2021, the last 2 months of trading have probably been the toughest months of trading for me. And I'm sure many of you guys would agree. Let me guess, most of you guys that are watching right now probably started investing about a year ago, maybe more than that, during this pandemic. And you guys started investing in very hyped up stocks like tech or EV or all the meme stocks like GameStop, AMC, all of that stuff. All of which are pretty much down like 30% from their all-time highs, maybe more. And you know, I see a lot of YouTube gurus talking about their portfolio when they're up, but very few talk about their portfolios when they're down. So in this video, I want to go over my own portfolio and how I managed to stay somewhat afloat. I also want to go over why the stock market is down and how long we can expect it to be down for. And finally, I want to go over which stocks I personally plan on buying more of. So make sure you press the like button on this video and subscribe to my channel if you find this video helpful. So let's start out with my own portfolio. So if you've been keeping up with my videos, you would know that around mid-February, I hit an all-time high of $102,000. I hit six figures. And this was like the all-time high of the market. And by the way, I started this account at around $28,000 and I've been documenting it on YouTube since about $39,000. So it was definitely quite the jump. So after I hit $102,000 on about February 21st, I lost 25% of my account in just a week. Plus, I cashed out about $20,000 to pay taxes and just to take profits. And so my account hit a whopping low of like $56,000. But you know, mama ain't raised no paper hands, boy. One of the most important lessons I've learned in trading is risk management and diversifying. And although tech and EV were hit really hard, I was able to diversify my holdings by buying some GameStop and Bitcoin. Both of these were able to recover quite quickly. And it's kind of ironic when you think about it. My two riskiest holdings actually managed to keep my account somewhat afloat. As of right now, my account is sitting at about $74,000. And if you account for the $20,000 that I cashed out, I'm only down about 10% overall, which honestly, I'm very happy with that, considering a lot of people are down 30 to 40%. Who started trading this year. Now, did I get lucky? Sure. But I just want to stress the importance of diversifying into different asset classes and different sectors. It increases your probability of being safe in these times. Now, let's talk about why the market has been going down for the last 2 months. I'm sure many of you guys by now have heard about the 10-year yield rising. And if you haven't, let me try to explain this in the simplest way possible. So a 10-year bond is created by the US Treasury. It's basically a loan you give to the US government. And on this loan, they pay you an interest rate over the 10 years. And this interest rate is basically called the yield. All right, so this sounds pretty straightforward so far, right? You give money to the government, they pay you an interest rate over 10 years. So how is this interest rate calculated? Well, simply put, it's supply and demand. So in a booming economy, investors have a lot of places to store their cash or invest their cash and get a great return. And so they won't prefer the interest rates from a 10-year yield or a 10-year bond. Because most investors won't prefer the small little returns from a 10-year bond, what happens to the 10-year yield? Well, it goes up. It goes up until enough people start buying these bonds for the interest rates. Simply put, when the 10-year yield goes up, it means generally that the economy is doing better and that it's growing. The 10-year yield is also what a lot of the mortgage rates are based off of. So if you are buying a home or you've been refinancing your house, you've probably noticed that the mortgage interest rates have gone up slightly as well. So wait a minute. If the 10-year yield going up means the economy is doing better, isn't that a good thing? And shouldn't the stock market be doing better as well? Well, yes and no. Well, long term, I think the stock market is going to do well. It's just short term, there's a lot of fear in the market because of the 10-year yield going up. So Jerome Powell has committed to a 0% federal interest rate. And he's committed to that for the next few years. Now, because people are noticing that the 10-year yield is going up, they're assuming that Jerome is going to increase the federal interest rate. And if that happens, the stock market is definitely going to correct itself to a certain degree. And so a lot of the investors in the market, their mentality is cash out now because the stock market is going to correct itself. And that's what's going on. We've all noticed a bit of a rotation in the stock market from tech and EV. Now, Jerome has committed that he's going to keep interest rates at 0% for at least the next few years. So we're just going to have to wait and see how that plays out. Realistically, I think the stock market will recover from this fear and it'll be booming again. But I wouldn't be surprised if it takes time, like 6 months for EV and tech to get back to their all-time highs. And this brings me to my last point. I think this is an excellent time to invest in stocks that you have a lot of conviction in. Now, I know it gets tough to buy the dip when the market keeps dipping, but I think at the end of this year, we're gonna regret not investing in stocks during this time period. So basically, I'm gonna be looking at 2 stocks that I have a lot of conviction in, and these are those 2 stocks. So I plan on dollar cost averaging into 2 stocks and increasing my position in both of these stocks over the next few months. And let's go over the first one. The first stock is CCIV. So CCIV is basically the ticker of a SPAC that has announced its merger with Lucid Motors. Lucid Motors is a new EV company, and honestly, the more videos I watch of them, the more I'm starting to like them. And I think they're definitely underpriced right now. They're one of the few companies I think that can be a true competitor to Tesla. They're an American company. They have a lot of big backers behind them. And honestly, their car just looks beautiful. They have good technology. And I'm really excited for Lucid. They're gonna have cars out, and production cars out at the end of this year. So I'm definitely looking forward to what Lucid can do. And I definitely think they're gonna grow a lot this year. So yeah, CCIV is a stock that I'm definitely gonna be increasing my position on. And that brings me up to my next investment, and that's Tesla. I believe Tesla is gonna remain the leader of EV for the next few years. And they have a lot of big news coming out this year. And also, they're down about 20 to 30% from their all-time highs. So there's definitely room to grow here. And so I'm going to be increasing my position in Tesla over the next few years as well. Also, I did want to point out that I notify everyone of all the stocks I buy and sell in my Patreon page. So if you want to help support this channel, make sure you sign up for my Patreon page. It's extremely affordable and I would really appreciate it. And now with that being said, guys, comment stocks for life in the comments so I know that you guys watched this whole video. And let me know how your portfolio is doing so far. I hope it's not too bad. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks at Webull when you use my referral link. That's in the description below. Also, if you want to know what kind of camera equipment I use and lights and all that stuff, you can also find that in the affiliate Amazon links below as well, also in the description. With that being said, guys, aim high, don't be shy, and thanks for watching The Iconic Show.